Railways as a form of public transport will soon end 2 centuries of existence. The first public transport service by rail was organized by a steam locomotive called locomotion between English cities of Stockton and Darlington back in 1825. Since its beginnings, the railway system of Europe has gone through different stages of development, from sudden expansion and widespread use, through the period of stagnation and accumulation of debts, to a long-lasting decline which required radical measures and reform. Now, in the context of Green Deal and modern environmental concerns, it seems like the railway is on the doorstep of a great comeback.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here I want to introduce myself. My name is Fahmi. I am from Indonesian Railway Polythecnic study program, Construction and Railway Technology. Here I will explain about railway system classification. In general, the railway system falls under the category of terrestrial transport moving along a dedicated corridor, fixed permanent way. Depending on the rolling system they use, these guide transport models are distinguished into railway, aerial, road and magnetic system. The term railway means of transport may include all transport means whose rolling system involves at least one iron component, steel wheels on rail or rubber-tyred wheels on a steel guideway, as well as the railway system transport passenger railway system, or goods in order to freight trains. Next, classification of the railway system. Based on the geography or urban environment in which it operates and its function, the railway system is divided into 4 systems. The first, interurban system. The second, suburban or commuter urban rail, or the regional system. And the third, the urban system. And the last is steep gradient railway system. Interurban system. The interurban railway serves trips greater than 150 km and usually link major urban centers. It comprises high-speed train, V maximum 200 km per hour and or more than, and V minimum is 150 km per hour or more than. And conventional speed train V maximum is less than 200 km per hour. The next is suburban system. The railway means of transport usually running on electrified line with characteristics adapted to commuter service within the impact limit of major urban area, suburbs and satellite regional center. Its range can exceed 100 km and may even reach up to 150 km. And then, urban system. Urban railway cover distance of 30 to 50 km. Urban railway system include the metro, the light metro, the tramway, the monorail system, and driverless railway system of low or medium transport capacity. Railway system classification. Out of the above system, the first there serve trips which are performed exclusively within a city or urban transport, whereas the two latter one are mainly used for trips with a different character. More specifically, 1. In essence, metro move underground and are characteristic by great transport capacity and high implementation costs. The second, trams are integrated in the road arteries of the city using a specific track superstructure. The light metro is, on the basis of its construction and operation feature, a system somewhere between the tram and the metro. Light metro and tram belong to the so-called light rail transport system. Light rail facility (LRV) or the Rail Transport System (LRTS). Step Gradient Railway System. The monorail moves using a system of rubber tires, the most common type, on an elevated guideway comprising a single beam, made of concrete or steel. It serves short distance like urban and is particularly suitable for trips within recreation areas as well as for connecting the city center to the airport. Finally, railway system of low or medium transport capacity move on an exclusive transport corridor using either single vessel with a transport capacity of 3 to 25 persons or train of low and medium transport capacity. They are either cable-propelled or self-propelled electric system, and they belong in the category of automated people mover. In the urban, such system may serve as feeder for a heavy rail transport system. They operate for the service of trips within airport, large hotel, congress center, educational institution, and etc. The steep gradient railway serves small distance connection with an important difference of altitude between the two edges of the railway line. They are separated into direct railways and cable-propelled railway system. The rock railway used to approach remote mountain development and tourist resort, on track with longitudinal slopes usually exceeding 50 to 70%. Apart from the two classical rail, the superstructure includes a special two-track rail mounted between the conventional running rail. The wheelset of the power vessel are fitted with one or more cogwheels that bind in the rack rail. The required supplementary traction force is achieved through the enhancement of the rack rail teeth with the locomotive pinion teeth. Cable-propelled railway system for step gradient use vessels that are hauled via cable. On the basis of the technique for traction, divide into 3 and 1. Funicular, non-detachable cable-propelled vessel for step gradient, and the second, cable railway. Detachable cable-propelled vessel for step gradient, and the last, inclined elevator. The funicular operates using two vessels which move on the railway with the aid of a cable. One of the vessels is ascending, while the other one is descending. The cable rolls over pulleys which are mounted on the track superstructure. The vessels are permanently connected to both ends of the cable and start and stop simultaneously. The ascending vessel uses the gravitational force of the descending one. Counterbalance system. The system connects distance of less than 5 km with constant longitudinal gradient of around 300 to 500%. The max value in practice is 1000 to 100%. The cable railway. The cable railway also uses vessels which run on conventional rails, using a cable which moves constantly and constant speed. The difference that the railway are not permanently connected to the cable. The vessel can stop independently, disconnecting from the cable, and may start again and reconnecting. This process may occur either automatically or manually. San Francisco System, USA. The inclined elevator or inclined lift or inclined door is a variant of the funicular. It's operated using a single vessel which is either winched up at the station of the top of the inclined section, where the cable is wound on a winch drum, or the wake of the single vessel is balanced by a counterweight, so that the system operates as a funicular. It usually connects distance of less than 1,5 km with constant longitudinal gradient of around 500 to 700%. This system can reserve extreme steep gradient. The next freight train are divided into the following category: conventional load, hazardous goods, heavy load, and transport of small parcel. I think that's all. Thank you for your attention. I'm sorry of the mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.